Greetings, Hypenese and Guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kicker Kingdom, where I don't know if this is going to be the second to last or the last video in regards to the story, in regards to BEAST-YEAST, but as I mentioned before, we're going to go ahead and go straight back to BEAST-YEAST, Episode 5, being the Plebing Shadow of the Destroyer, because there's only 9 levels left, and either we get this done in either one fell swoop, or it's going to take 2 videos, and it's somehow going to take us, like, a few bits to, like, get from 22, 23, 24, 25, and then we'll get to 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, because I know for a fact, with some of these stories, there's usually going to be a large amount of lore dropped on us, and it's usually going to take us, like, either a good amount of levels, or, like, a few levels to even get through it all. So that's going to be great. So with that being said, I'm sorry, I just kind of woke up. Well, it's actually not true, I woke up, like, over an hour ago, but I did just have some food, but that's called breakfast, I feel bloated. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to read the comments from the video. The storm made from dead cookies. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. But if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, and feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, and that's what matters the most. Which, we'll start off with just a few. Like, there's one from 60 someone saying AOTD, just mozzarella. Do you mean common question of the day? What's aerodynamic of the day? What? But you just say just mozzarella, which that's a good cheese, I will admit. I hope that's the comment I asked, because if I didn't, then I'm confused myself. But another comment comes from Arison X saying, I can't help but think that Golden Cheese's sneezes are kind of cute. I don't know if it's weird to think that, though. It's probably just because the voice actress for Golden Cheese Cookie actually just does a good job at sneezing. I know it kind of sounds weird for me to say that, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. Even just sneezing, she does an amazing job. But we can immediately start this off, not with just the level, but also a cutscene. Because, well, if you see the 3 dots right there, it immediately leads to a cutscene. Let me just get my sound prompt, like, system, like, rolling up, just so I can make sure I change sounds whenever something gets too loud or not. Because, whenever I go through a level that I fight with, I change the sound by, like, going down 20%, if that makes sense. Don't want the hitting and Cookie's voice acting over me to be so loud. Anyway, back to it.
My smoke holds barely any strength in these lands. Are you still able to control your powers?
Nothing can weaken me. The power of abundance allows me to keep you awake, soar through the skies, and sculpt the earth as I please. Although, these sands are more difficult to control.
They said this spice powder is what remains of the spices. Perhaps it really is imbued with their souls.
Their souls? Denizens of this kingdom are much unlike our cookies.
I would not call this place a kingdom. These denizens speak Burning Spice Cookie's name like it's a natural disaster. They do not adore their ruler like your subjects. What they feel toward him is utter dread.
Over there! That winged cookie!
Get her! Whoever catches the thief will be showered with rewards!
Looks like the wild spices have finally found us.
Ah, this takes me back to when I first founded the kingdom. Remember how we fought off Cheetahs the Mole's forces?
Oh, yes! How hard it was to block their tunnels after their defeat. Burnt Cheese Cookie proved to be a trusty ally. We won't need my smoke for these spicelings. How about we fight them off just like the good old days?
Ha ha! Well said! To battle!
You know, something interesting, she mentioned Cheetahs, which, here's the weird thing. That was a question in one of All the Cookie's expeditions, where it was like, who was like the person that Golden Cheese Cookie fought, and one of them was Cheetahs, and like Cheetahs the Mole. And that was one of the options for you to try and get correct, which somehow I got that correct on my first try. I don't know how. I kind of acted like I knew that, but I totally didn't. I just based it off of random guess. But you know what? We still got it right, so it's fine. There's a lot of Plebing buff plebs right here. Nutmeg Tiger Rider, Nutmeg Tiger Lieutenant, Cilantro Cobra Fighter, a Plebing Saffron Buffalo Summoner, Saffron Buffalo Scout, a Saffron Scorpion Slinger, and a Cilantro Lizard Slinger. That's a lot of enemies to take care of, so hopefully we actually have the materials to take them all out, but it is just story. I don't think it should be too hard, which... Something interesting is when this update came out, they had this new variant of biscuits with I don't understand how they work, because they're supposed to be like these burning spice-like biscuits, which I don't understand, because like I mentioned, you know, they're Plebing burning spice biscuits. Like, how the flip am I supposed to understand how they work? Because they just seem like ordinary biscuits, but for all I know, they're just like As I mentioned, they don't seem anything special other than other biscuits.
Victory is electric.
I don't know if there's something I should be noting about that, but yeah, well, we did get through that long cutscene, which now we're being hunted down, which is proving fantastic. I just do want to do a quick check. How the plug would this work? Because I want to go to cookies, because I just want to do a quick check. Let's go, like, I don't know, White Lily, biscuit.
Hurt everyone.
So if I go down here, because I'm curious, because we got a lot of, like, do we have any of the spice ones? Do we? No, it's these things. Oh, fire. Okay, so they're fire damage, earth damage. Okay, so they're more elemental. I wonder if that would prove any more use, because if you want to go for type-specific fighting, I guess it could prove to be helpful, but who knows. Anyways, more comments, because there's surprisingly a lot of, like, shorter ones here. Like, there's one from Tugs Molar Badgerel. I think I butchered that, but who cares? But they left a comment saying, "No way, Cookie drugs is canon." Or maybe you put an at symbol. It's Cookie drags. Don't worry, we're not saying drug. We're not looking to get demonetized. But yeah, you're right. Also, Celestial's Shorts left a comment saying, "Common question of the day. My favorite cheese is pepper jack. Pepper jack cheese is actually pretty good. I don't know why, but that has like more of like a perky flavor to me. And it's hard to describe, but that's why I call it perky, because I don't know how else to describe it. By the way, that's a Ginger Battle Horse. Since when did Gingerbread finally have an upgrade? Well, shoutouts to him for finally having a horse form. Anyway, here's a sword quick for you, so we can apply a few buffs to us. And we could just go ahead and just rain it with bombs. There we go. And then after this, Stormbringer can just most likely just rain everything down. And by that, I mean storm everything down. And you're all gone. Oh, they split into smaller ones. Get stabbed. Just explode them. Yeah, don't even catch me with that Spice Storm, because you're not going to try and catch me slipping. Absolutely not. Within 100 years.
Victory is electric.
Alright, good. Easy. We could probably... See, what I'm interested in is like... It seems that we took down those plumbing enemies, like, rather quickly. So... Man, I don't know if we actually are going to be able to get through this. Because it seems like it's such a long way up where, like, it seems like it won't be that easy. But I don't know. We could just make this, like, an extended video. But, oh, gosh. Man, am I really at, like, an impasse right now? But whatever, we'll just see what happens. If there's, like, other cutscenes that we encounter, which there most likely will at least be one. I think what's gonna happen is, like, Nutmeg Tiger will, like, confront us, and they'll actually be, like, too hard to defeat. And even Golden Cheese will actually fall to them, which I feel like is just a common thing, where, like, the right hands of Cookies from the Beast will commonly just, like, find a way to best us. Like, technically it hasn't happened with Shadow Milk Cookie, but... because the other cookies that were released in the update just had to do with the Elderfairy cookie, like, Kingdom. But... with Mystic Flower Cookie, it was like... who the Hicho Dragon? What, that white little friend dragon thing. It's really hard for me to remember because, like, it had such a complex, not in design, but its name was it. I could look it up right now just by a quick load up of Comic Studio. What the pleb was your name? Plebbing Cloud Hate. That's what it was, Cloud Hate. But, oh, anyways. Also, just a quick comment that's kind of long coming from Draco says, "Honestly, often having storms full of dead spice cookie crumbs is metal as hell, especially since creatures of the Spice Lands inhale the spice that makes themselves stronger. Speaking of Spice Lands, this has got to be one of my favorite locations in Cookie Run, definitely the best location in Beasties, loving the half animal, half cookies, and the variety of animals in the land like monkeys, buffalo, pangolins, cobras, and tigers, all which live in India, which is the Spice Lands are based off. Anyways, great video as always." Yeah, that's what it was, India. I do appreciate how, like, it's based off that. I appreciate, you know, the land design, the landscaping. I appreciate how the animals are basically linked from Indian culture into, like, here, and they all have, like, their links. But I don't know, it just seems really unique to me. And I also love, like, the smaller animals, like, you know, the little, like, flipping, what was it, Kifi? The little, like, drink-serving monkeys who basically give you this drink that will help you resist spice. That's what I'm trying to say. I know I suck at speaking, but turns out back in the past, I drank a lot of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew had bromine, I think, in it. That explains a lot.
Oh, you thief! I told you you wouldn't get away from me! You! Send word that we found our target! Tell everyone—
There are more coming our way. How are you holding up?
Sorry, I just had to push my keyboard. I accidentally skipped that. It's my bad.
Mozzarella Cookie would snort and laugh if she saw me struggling with something like this. I'm holding up just fine. At least there are no innocent lives at stake like back during the Dark Flower War.
Ha! Anything is a piece of cake compared to that. Except for that time when Mozzarella Cookie decided to bring more cookies to our growing kingdom.
Ooh, I shudder at the mere thought of that story. I never knew I had a fear of big crowds until then. I vividly remember all those cookies wandering the desert with their empty stomachs growling.
And how you, High Priest Cheesenbird and Burnt Cheese Cookie, ended up with arms and wings sore from cooking food for the hungry.
Just thinking about it makes me want to leave nasty scribbles all over a mozzarella cookie soul cheese.
Why not wait until she wakes up? We shall get up to all sorts of shenanigans when we get back.
I'm looking forward to it.
Why are golden cheese and smoked cheese just on the they're just on the path of trolling? That's the path they're taking right now. Okay, we're just going straight forward into battle. Sure, why the fuck not? We're just gonna go ahead and crank this straight forward. Alright, well, I think considering that maybe the only other cutscene that we see temporarily, unless if like the last level is gonna have like a full-fledged like 5-minute long cutscene.
Surround them! Spread out!
Never mind, we're getting absurdly bombarded again.
General! We spotted refugees coming this way. What do we do?
Huh? What nuisance! Order them to line up in the rear. We'll use them to block off the prey if she tries to escape.
Refugees? Could it be the Kofi?
I can't tell. The cliff is in the way.
Oh. Were you and the rest forced to leave your home, our kingdom, like that during the Dark Flower War?
How could we? We were in the middle of the desert. The kingdom was the safest place we could be. Now, let us focus on climbing up to the top of the cliff.
They will not let us slip away as easily as the second time. We might have to jump off the cliff should the need arise.
Do as you must. I will follow you without hesitation. I know that you will not let me perish, Radiant Queen.
Who the pleb is messaging me at 10 o'clock in the morning? I'm trying to make a content here. If you refuse to make me make that content, I'm going to have to fold you like an omelet. Let me just mute that real quick. Alright, finally, we're back at this. I'm trying to read a plumbing cutscene. Who the pleb is messaging me?
Perfect performance.
It's just someone texting me good morning. Here we go. Alright. Well, that's done. I should just message him back because I have it muted. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, yo, pleb. Good morning. No, I can't even type in good morning. What the pleb is wrong with me? Good morning. Am recording video and heard the and it picked up the notif sound in the background. Lol. And yes, I will text him that. Just because why not? It's live in the video. I'm gonna throw that in just in case. Anyway, we can claim that, and we got rewards out of that. So all we have left is getting to the cliff. So that's where all the refugees are. I'm curious because like we are so close, but we're at 13 minutes. Are we even gonna have enough time? I don't know. Like we might, but I might have to just extend this video. I probably just might do that, and thought of it kind of terrifies me, but we might just have to end up doing that depending on how long the cutscene does really get. But we'll just see what happens. Hopefully the notif sound didn't like ruin anything, like ruin any perception. Sorry, my plumbing phone ran off. Like my phone went off during fighting all those plumbing enemies. So whatever the case is, let's just go ahead and shred straight through these enemies, and then do a big stab right there. Even though I didn't even have the time to, because I was just wasting through the enemies. Honestly, this still might be down to like around 20-ish minutes if we just go ahead and go through these levels and like nothing eventful happens. That's honestly what might happen. But because we're immediately moving on to the next one, I should probably read comments while I just go through this, because why the pleb not? Well, there's one from Linda G saying, "Common question of the day: my favorite cheese is smoked cheese." That's a Kick Around Kingdom reference. Anyway, another comment from Lori Alowa left a comment saying, "My favorite cheese is Gouda. Gouda cheese is very Gouda." I need to obviously say it. I know it's obvious, but it makes sense. And also, another comment from Golden Queen, who literally just has the golden cheese cookie profile picture, just says, "Common question of the day: unpopular opinion, I don't really like cheese. But really, I want to see reaction to the ending of BEAST-YEAST. Don't worry, we're most likely approaching it. And how the pleb can you call yourself Golden Cheese? Or Golden Queen, specifically. And you ain't got a favorite cheese. That's not weird, but it's just odd. It's a weird thing to point out. But also, plubbing Sami Al left a comment saying, "You see the end." Not yet, but I most likely will. And also, Sonic Gamer left a comment saying, "Common question, queso. Queso cheese is pretty good. I think queso is the best cheese that you can use for, like, dipping purposes. So, yeah, that makes sense. But I think we will actually approach the end, considering there's, like, no really other... Well, never mind, then.
General Nutmeg Tiger Cookie has arrived.
Make way. I will deal with them myself.
By the looks of it, that must be their leader.
No soul gem. That is not Burning Spice Cookie.
You dare utter his name, thief? Listen up! That cookie is the thief who stole the source of the great Burning Spice Cookie's power! Surround her and do not let her escape! We must keep the thief here until the Great Destroyer's arrival! Got it?
Yes, General!
Thief this, thief that. I'm starting to get annoyed.
Brace yourself, Smoked Cheese Cookie. This will be a difficult fight. I need you to create an opening for me.
Physical or mental?
Well, the one you excel at.
Leave it up to me, your radiance. I will show them the error in their ways.
At this point, you could have just said both, and I feel like that would have worked just as efficiently and fine. But I don't know, because I feel like Smoked Cheese is one to definitely tamper in the mental attitude. So let's just do that, and they should all be swept easily. And if not, then just hit them with a sword. They're all okay. Those are bigger than normal. Okay, they're done. Any other cutscene thing you want to throw at me, or is there gonna be any other surprises? Because at this point, we may as well just be sending it. Because I'm not gonna go ahead and do another video where literally I just run in the last 2 levels. There's only 2 levels left. So I'm just gonna be like wiping off just the rest of the army, and then the rest of this is just gonna be, you know, the actual ending. Which people are saying I'm gonna be shocked when I reach the ending. This is only chapter 1 of like the BEAST-YEAST Part 3 story. Like, are you kidding me? How have we already made it past this point? I don't know, but okay. See, for all I know, Burning Spice is gonna most likely appear at the end, and we're most likely gonna be very unprepared for it. So hopefully, I'll just stab him enough times with the sword, and maybe it could do some amount of effort. I am terrified right now. You know what?
I will
I'm going to go ahead and probably read the rest of the comments, because probably the rest of this is going to be solely focused on the plumbing story, because, oh boy. So, there's kind of a long comment from an idiot saying, I kind of hate the power level of Golden Cheese Cookie in the story. They're telling us that Golden Cheese is so powerful as Burning Spice, but the story is showing us that she's not as strong as the story's telling, unless she's holding back to not add suspicion. Well, I think it comes from the fact that, like, even though their powers are parallel, it comes from the fact that, like, I think she still has, like, mental issues with the fact that, like, you know, her whole entire kingdom is crumbled. And she's also playing in the, like, how do I say this? It's not her domain. She's basically fighting in the battlefield that would basically improve for the Burning Spices. Like, for example, literally the crushed cookies that are dead, who are turned into spice, the spice cookies can just inhale them and use them as a power strength boost. Even for the basic cookies, there's no doubt that Burning Spice Cookie would do the same thing. But Plumbing Kai-chan Rose left a comment saying, Plumbing cheddar cheese. Good cheese. Smart and Sprout left a comment saying, common question of the day, mozzarella, but I did say I like it before. It makes sense. I really like myself as a mozzarella, like top tier cheese for me. Another comment from Bupen Dracamaron says, my favorite cheese is mozzarella. A great cheese, like I mentioned. And also, Nice Guy left a comment saying, sir, how long have you been saving those gems? A while. Trust me, you have no idea. Oh, and Avalog Enjoyer left a comment saying, always do the chest. I got stuff like 200 sugar crystals and 3 ancient soul stones to give OP rewards. No doubt about that. I definitely got to do those chests more. I have not been focusing on those as much, but don't worry. This is the last level. There's nothing else after this. So we got to buckle down and shut the pleb up, because this is going to be real bad. Or real good. I really hope everyone's just baiting me and telling me, like, oh, the ending, it's actually not that bad, you know? Everyone just goes home fine and dandy, she beats Burning Spice, and we're all fine at the end of the day. It's all good. It's all happy. Because I think Burning Spice is about to appear. Not Burning Spice, but Plumbing Nutmeg. Why is she so big?
A Nutmeg Tiger Cookie, was it? Your loyalty to your master is truly admirable. But I wonder, why pledge your allegiance to this cookie who knows nothing but chaos and destruction?
In our land, power is everything. The strong have unconditional authority. Something a sly thief like you wouldn't know.
Then your master has not told you this. You, who follow the destroyer blindly, and all the wild spices, listen well. I did not steal half of your master's soul jam. No. It was his creators who divested him of his power. For this great destroyer was like a thoughtless child, toying with powers beyond his understanding. I admire your loyalty, but know the truth before fighting me.
What is that thief on about?
That thief is not a thief? You simpletons! Do not be swayed by her words. You dare sow lies in front of me? Talk all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that your power belongs to Burning Spice Cookie.
When I held the soul gem of abundance, this power belonged to no one. Then I made it mine in the name of my overwhelming greed, putting the blame on others and calling me a thief when I claimed my soul gem with my own might, fair and square? Such insolence! In our glorious kingdom, we admire, encourage greed. But this? If you can't live up to your greed, there is another word for it. Thief. Burning Spice Cookie is the real thief.
Enough with your lies! Beg for mercy right now or crumble!
Queen Golden Cheese Cookie, what you say is not exactly right. You should do what they say.
I thought we were on the same side.
What I mean is, thief sounds rather underwhelming, don't you think? This ancient doe is trying to lay hands on the soul gem that, by right, belongs to a cookie far younger than he is, and instead of taking it up with his creators, I think the words you are looking for are sore loser.
Aha! Right you are. A mistake on my part. I apologize profusely for not accurately describing your not-so-great master, Nutmeg Tiger Cookie.
And yet, we found the perfect title. You really should be thankful.
Why, you reek of smoke and desperation. You dare insult my master! We had orders to keep the golden one intact, but nothing about you. I will render you to crumbs and ash and lay your remains at my master's feet. Hold your positions. I shall fight the arrogant one and... Ah!
No one, and I mean no one, will crumble me again. Let's see if you're still talking after I fight you.
Alright, it's go time. Here comes the big boss. So throw a sword down, and then just spam everything that we have. There we go. That's an absolute shatter of destruction right there.
My hits feel lighter than usual. What's wrong with your dough?
Took you long enough to notice. Looks like generals here are not exactly sharp.
Ha! No matter. All dough is made to crumble.
Smoked cheese cookie!
Nutmeg Tiger Cookie!
You dare hurt what is mine!
Your Majesty, now's not the time.
What do you mean? What could be more important than this?
Look below. The cliff. We're surrounded.
Below? What?
What the fuck was that? Was there just like legions upon legions of armies just down there?
A perfect performance.
Excuse, you gotta explain to me what that was. It was just their silhouettes. Yeah, I cleared it, but what does that mean? No, there's more. There's more to this. I know for a fact. That can't be the ending everyone was talking about. There's no way.
I see you brought the entire spice swarm to fight us.
Look, Your Radiance. There are Kofi in their ranks. The refugees.
Using innocent, untrained common folk in battle. Methods so low are unimaginable in the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
There are far too many to fight off, not counting the refugees. This is dangerous.
Wait, what was that sound?
Focus on the battle!
Jesus! Your Majesty, you must escape!
Too late, you fools! Spy Swarm! Retreat!
My queen, you must get to safety!
Why is this place when retreating?
The Great Destroyer has arrived! Make way!
Hold on, excuse me, what?
Smoked cheese cookie, take cover!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He's here now?
Finally, we meet. The thief who stole the other half of my soul gem.
So, You are the one who calls himself Burning Spice Cookie.
My master. Apologies. Ugh.
You are laughing when your general is injured?
You did quite the number on Nutmeg Tiger Cookie. I'm thoroughly impressed. Yes, excellent. I like my prey to have a little fight in them. So please, entertain me!
Excuse, what are you doing standing there?
No!
Here, cool down your eyes with this. It's freshly made lassi. Fee.
We only wish to survive.
They are just like my precious treasures.
Quick! Come here, little one.
But that cookie!
That was too easy. All the waiting I've endured? For this?
Your Majesty!
No. This won't do. No, no, no. The bird hunt can't end like this. Where's the thrill? Ruler of a fallen kingdom, the tide of change will swallow you whole. You will crumble and become dust, like all those trinkets you treasured so.
No!
He tore off her wings. He was just like, no, screw that, and tore off her wing. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Would you believe me if I told you I thought that wasn't that? I didn't think that was the worst that was gonna happen. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I thought okay, a few videos back in like the main story, people were telling me like, oh, you gotta be worried about like what happens at the ending of the story, and I had like a prediction as to what I thought was gonna happen. So I literally thought he was literally just gonna do like the same exact thing, like overwhelm her in battle and like have her like held over the cliff. But I thought he was just going to rip the soul gem straight out of her forehead. But instead, it's not as bad. He only just ripped off her wings, but that's still awful. Because that means when the next update happens, there's going to be NPC sprites where her wings are just ripped off and she can't fly anymore. And most likely, he's going to like drop her off a cliff. And they're definitely going to need to regroup. I mean, at least Smoked Cheese Cookie is still alive, but I'm somehow shocked how that wasn't the worst I thought could happen. The fact that surprises me probably should worry me more than anything. But yeah, that's a fight. That's a fight right there. This can't go unpunished. I don't know when's the next update. We could check by looking at the gacha thing. Not this. By the way, we can get literally every single one of these things, which is like 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500, 1800, 2100, 24, 27, 3000 crystals. That's a lot of crystals. If we look at the Light of Destruction, that's like 19 days. So that's like 3 weeks until the next update. There's so much I want to know about. See, here's the thing. I don't know. Like, I understand Golden Cheese has the knowledge of, like, she doesn't even have much knowledge of Burning Spice and, like, much knowledge, because she's only been able to, like, know about what she knows. Like, by journeying through the kingdom and learning from the information. The thing is, how the blood does Burning Spice know of Golden Cheese Cookie in retrospect? Here's the thing. He knows of the fact that, like, you know, the fallen treasures that she have, about her fallen kingdom, how, like, you know, treasures are just a monetary value thing. But the thing is, how did the rest of the units not even know that it was about her, like Golden Cheese Cookie? Because every other people in the army, the Spice Swarm, didn't even know that was Golden Cheese Cookie, unless, like the only one who knew was, like, Nutmeg Tiger, like, confidently. But you think Burning Spice would have, like, told him about that, just to make things a bit easier and a little bit less ruthless? But I don't know. I want another update to just... Can just the update come out tomorrow? No. You know what? Not yet, because I gotta try and pull for Burning Spice Cookie, which that's coming soon. Don't you plumbing worry about that one. That's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't know what the pleb else to say. I do get 20 cookie cutters, which is pretty suave. I'll take that. Thank you. But, oh my gosh. It really feels like the story is just starting. I need to find out how the pleb they're going to resolve it. Because the thing is, it's not like... Because you gotta bear in mind, in the Dark Cacao and Mystic Flower story, there was the portion where obviously the first part is gonna end with the cookie that we love being the ancient experiencing trauma. But then the second part of the story is where they bounce back. However, who are they gonna have to help bounce back? I know they have Smoked Cheese, but the thing is, what is Smoked Cheese gonna do to help bounce her back and, like, you know, to help, you know, give Golden Cheese the strength? Maybe it might have to do with, like, the strength of, like, the actual refugees inside of this village. Because the thing is, with the Mystic Flower plumbing updates, in the second part of the update, you had access to plumbing Peach Blossom. And they at the very least, like, helped Dark Cacao calm their nerves by also giving them, like, a fruit or something like that, which wasn't the best thing because, more specifically had to do with stuff at the end that helped give her that power, but, like, it was still some form of assistance. But, I don't know, I need to really wait, because, like, there's a lot of things I need to ask about this update, but, yeah, this most likely means the final boss is going to be Burning Spice for this Plumbing Beasties update, and I got to train for that. So with that being said, we're done here. There's nothing else we can really say. If you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Kick Run YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise so you can buy stuff for reps at the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see on my YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.